So welcome to today's video. Now, I made a post on Instagram last night that I was going to do a Q&A and I had a great response. So for today's video, going to be dedicated straight to the Q&A. Don't really have too much time today, very limited. I have my aunt in town, I trained, I had work, so I have 30 minutes to do this. Hopefully I can get it done. Right now I have to run to Walmart to take care of something there, and then we're gonna pull over to a spot somewhere around here and try to find a good place to do this Q&A. You know, maybe an hour ago, it was super stormy out. Now it's... Last thing we gotta do is pick up my grandma's medication. All right, so I've been to this park and I've done a Q&A here before, but I really like it. There's not people here and it allows me just to concentrate on speaking to the camera instead of worrying about my surroundings. So I got a lot of questions on Instagram compared to when I did it on Snapchat, and I'm gonna keep it to Instagram to do these Q&As until I guess I have more followers on Snapchat. We have 135 questions and we're gonna try to bang out as many as we possibly can without spending too much time on these questions, just really quickly. All right, so we're gonna start from the top. Do you make yourself vomit after all these challenges? Serious. No, I do not. I don't vomit after any of these challenges other than one time, and that's when I tried to drink a gallon of milk and it just would not settle in my stomach. Do you have any current goals as far as lifting goes? Any shows? No, I do not have any desire to do anything that has to deal with bodybuilding, physique, anything like that. I will never do. You think you can eat 1,000 chicken nuggets in under an hour? Absolutely not. Did you clean up all those papers from your car? Sure, yes I have. I have a Phantom 3 Professional. What should I film for a YouTube channel? Anything you want, you know, the beach, landscape, cities, even though you're not supposed to fly in cities. I try to be very careful when I do, but anything that you really want to, just have fun with it. Are you natty right now? Can you involve Jason in more videos? I have used vitamins in the past, but right now I have been off for, I think it's like 6 months, 5 or 6 months, I'm not even counting. Can you involve Jason in more videos? Jason's always in my videos. If you could go back to some point in time, when would it be and why? That's a very good question. I'm not gonna try not to spend too much time on this one, but I kinda wanna say before I did drugs, but then again, if I had never experienced that part of my life, who knows, you know, where I would be today. So I'm not too sure about that one. I wanna say before the drugs, but then again, you know, who knows where I'd be today. So, do you ever plan on expanding your horizons when it comes to filming and editing? I guess what I mean is, do you ever plan on creating something like a short film or something? It would be really cool to see your work on something specific rather than throwing the awesome footage you have into a vlog. Yes, I really do want to expand other than just YouTube alone. Right now I'm in the process of doing a lot of things. I've been really busy with trying to do certain things, but keeping it on the down low because, you know, things aren't certain yet. But to answer your question, yes, I absolutely want to expand my horizon other than just doing like my videos in vlogs and like food challenges and things like that. Why don't you work out with the Misfits anymore? They train at 6, 7 a.m. I cannot train at that time because I work in the AM. I typically train around 3 or 4 o'clock, normally after work. And when I was going to school, since I'm done with Broward College and I'm not taking any summer classes, I would usually go to school around 6 or 5 o'clock when I was scheduled for classes. But I cannot work out at 6 a.m. so that is the reason why I do not train with the Misfits anymore. Boy, you better answer my question. Do you play video games? If so, what kind? I haven't played video games since my Xbox 360 was stolen, maybe in 2012 or 2011. I had an Xbox and it was stolen and I've never played games after that. Why does Jason's mom object to your filming in his house? Because his house at that time was really messy. Now it's clean, but she didn't like the fact that, you know, me showing public his messy house. But it's clean now, so. Where's Jason? Also, be careful. I think Jason's at his house or working or at the gym. If you were a cannibal, would you do a human eating challenge? A human eating food challenge? No. Do you get high to be able to eat as much as you do? And what are your thoughts on weed? Love the vids, bro. Thank you. I don't get high. I don't think it would increase my ability to eat any more. I've already have a pretty big appetite, and even when I did use marijuana back in the day, I never was the type of dude that got really stoned and just like had a whole bunch of munchies. It was never me. It didn't make me hungry. But my thoughts on weed, I have no problem with it. To each their own. If they want to smoke pot, like, go ahead, do your thing. What supplements do you take? I don't take much. I do take a multivitamin. Just recently I started taking multivitamins, and sometimes the pre-workouts, but that's pretty much it. And sometimes a protein shake, but that's pretty much it. I don't take anything other than those. Do you plan on doing any more eating challenges with Jason? Can you tell what crazy stuff Jason's mom has said to you? You hang out with the Blackstone more often than Jason. Blackstone would sponsor you. I don't plan on doing any more food challenges with Jason, just for the fact that he is way too heavy, and we all see that. Maybe when he's dieted down and he needs some like type of cheat meal, I'll do like a food challenge with him, but not anytime soon. Okay? And any crazy stuff that Jason's mom says to me, that's private. It's not my business to put out there. As far as Blackstone should sponsor me, I don't have any desire to be sponsored by any supplement company, nor do I care for free product or free things in general. I just like being friends with those people. It's pretty much it. Would you want to do an eating challenge together? From Claire Bear? Sure, if you're ever around the area, I'm down. When are you coming to New York so we can hit up a partner challenge? I really do need to make a trip to New York. I haven't been there in like I think longer, like 2 or 3 years. It's been a while. How long have you known Jason Genova for/been friends? I've known Jason Genova I've known about him for like 3 years, but how long have I been friends with him? A year and a half I've been actual friends with him. Have you accidentally filmed something on your drone that is too raunchy for YouTube? I do have plenty of footage that do not make it to the videos, but as far as raunchy, like, I don't know. I honestly don't know what you mean by that one. Are you planning on going on a caloric surplus sometime soon? Not at the moment. I'm happy with where I'm at. Do you use your drone while driving? I do. I shouldn't, but I do. When I do use it while driving, I try to make sure that there's not a lot of traffic and I can pull over to pick up the drone. I have to be able to do that. I can't just leave a drone floating in the air. So yes, I do. What are your tattoos? I have a tattoo right here when I was very young. It's a suit of armor, but okay, I just gotta be honest. I was high, I was drunk, I was under the influence of something, and I drew this up, and I was like, okay, I went to this girl, and I was like, I want this tatted, and she wasn't a professional tat artist, but she liked to tattoo on my friend. She had a gun, and you know, we were young, and we were like, oh, just tattoo anything we got, so she tattooed this on me, and I was like, sick. I thought it was so cool because I had a tattoo, and I loved it at first, and now I look at it, I'm like, what the hell? I mean, it has meaning to it because I guess it kind of symbolizes, you know, what my past has been and where I've been and the things that went through my head and things like that. So I guess it has some type of meaning other than just a weird suit of armor. And also I have this. These are actually bats that get confused with islands like Polynesian islands or Hawaiian islands, and it says cut the leash. Me and my friends got this from a beer bottle. It was a logo, and it wasn't like, you know, a Bud Light bottle or a Budweiser bottle. It was a non-trendy beer, and I guess it was like an underground, like hipster beer. So we like that logo, and like I think it's like a group of 20 of us just got tattooed these bats everywhere. You know, my friend got one here. My brother has one like somewhere. So that's the meaning of those 2 tattoos I have. What do you feel is your most dominant or most gifted muscle? I would say, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would say when I was juicing, my shoulders and my chest. I've always had a pretty big chest, and I used to be strong in my chest, but now that I'm, you know, now that I'm me, I would say that I'm just well-rounded. Besides my calves look really small. I think my calves are small. Do you plan on doing this forever? I think they mean food challenges. This lifestyle is not sustainable. If you're talking about food challenges, I do not plan on doing food challenges for the rest of my life, although there are people and in the MLE league that are like 70 or 80 years old that are still doing this, which is absolutely nuts, but I do not plan to do this for too long. It's fun for me and I can get away with it right now, but you know, as far as like the rest of my life, I do not plan on doing this forever. Do you ever feel the need to use drugs again? I'm a huge fan of yours. You're so cute. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure it's a girl. It looked like a dude from this far on my phone. Do I feel like drugs? And I think what you mean by is like hardcore drugs. I do not ever plan to ever use hardcore drugs again. It's in my past and I know exactly the consequences of using that. I have a very addictive personality and I know how easy it is for me to fall off the wagon, so I do not want to potentially fall off the wagon again, so absolutely not. How long does it take you to go back to eating a food that you just did a challenge with? Not too long. After a day or two, I'm completely recovered and I could just eat normally again. Like, I mean, that steak I just ate, after that steak, I was completely sick to my stomach just thinking about like food and steak and things like that. The next day, later during the day, I was pretty much fine. I was back to eating normal. I mean, the next night I had meatloaf, more meats, but I'm pretty quick to bounce back. What is your dream life? A vacation spot, car, job, etc. Vacation spots, anywhere outside of the US. I just want to experience somewhere other than here. I've been here for way too long and I've never actually experienced anything outside of the United States. Car, I'm a very simple person, but if I had money and money was not an issue, I would go with the Nissan GT-R. I'm absolutely in love with that car. I just love it, and I would pick that over like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or even a Bugatti just because I love that car in general. And also a job, honestly, I like using a camera. I try to use a camera, or no, I don't try. I pick up my camera every single day, whether it's for filming YouTube channel or just taking pictures, and I try to do things or try to study things on the camera and learn as much as I possibly can, continue on doing it. And I want to move that into something where I can actually make money off of, like a videographer or something like that. That would be awesome if I could just do something with a camera every single day and get paid for that. What's your worst experience with an eating challenge after/next day? Worst experience, it already comes to mind. I know exactly what it is. It was a 6-pound burger, and when I say 6 pound, it was 6 pounds of just meat with bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes. There was so much stuff on it, and on top of that, there was 2 huge piles of fries. And I intentionally, when I went to do that challenge, and I did complete it, like this is like last year, I did complete it and I do have the video. I'll link that on the bottom if you guys want to see it. It's called cheeseburgers and more, I think. No, that's not, it's cheeseburger something. And I intentionally went into this challenge thinking it was 6 pounds altogether. It actually was like around 10 pounds altogether, and I felt miserable on the drive home. And when I tried to sleep that night, it was miserable. I could not sleep. I was rolling because I had just a stomach full of food, and it was just very, very like uncomfortable, and that was my worst experience. Will you ever do an eating challenge in which you need to eat 50 Fit Crunch protein bars in under 10 minutes? No. I failed 50 tacos. I struggled with 50 bananas. Let's see, just 50, the number 50 I do not like. Like, that's a lot of eating one thing, and especially when you're eating one thing, it starts to get really nasty. It may not be a huge amount of food, but when it's one thing that you're eating, it starts to get to you and you start to feel sick. So I have no desire in eating 50 Crunch protein bars in under 10 minutes. Do you think your channel would be popular had you not started going to the same gym as the Misfits? Keep up the good work /cinematography. I'm gonna be very honest about this question. I don't think my channel would be where it is today. Well, I kind of just want to say I know my channel would not be where it is today if I had not collaborated with the Misfits and collaborated with Jason Genova. It would not be where it is today. I'll be honest about that one, and I have no shame in that. I guess some people think sometimes is you would not be where you are if it wasn't for this person or that person. Look, I know that, and I'm 100% thankful for that, and I've actually expressed that to Andrew. I've expressed it to Brad. I've expressed it to Jason. They know this. It's not like I like hide these things from them. They know this, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Do I think I'd be where I am today? No. Nick Dompierre asks, why does everyone tell you to be careful, Nate? Well, Jason Genova in one of his videos said that I need to be careful. I'm still confused to this day on why exactly he said that, and I've actually confronted Jason about this, and he can't tell me a reason why, and that's pretty much why people say that. Great Feather asks, Batman or Superman? This question could affect our hypothetical friendship. I'm gonna go with Batman because he's more of a regular person. As far as Superman, he's like invincible. Like, I mean, if you think about it, like Superman, he's like the invincible person. Other than kryptonite, like there's nothing you can do to him. But Batman, he can bleed. He's human. So I'd probably go with Batman. Plus, he's like dark. Who's your female crush on YouTube, specifically the fitness community? It's a good question. People seem to think that Nikki Blackletter is my fitness crush, but I'm gonna go with that one. Can you beat me in rock, paper, scissors? If you come down here, I will smash you at rock, paper, scissors. Would you let Jason cook for you for eating challenge chef crackhead style fish and green beans? Absolutely not. I value life. I do not want to die. If your house caught on fire and you could go inside and grab one item, not person or animal, what would it be and why? I'm gonna go with my phone, just because my phone is a laptop. My phone is a laptop. My phone is a camera because it has a camera, and you know, it's multi-universe. I can contact people. I have, you know, connections with my phone, things like that. So I'm just gonna go with my phone because of all those reasons. Do you keep your gains after you've finished your cycles completely? Keep up the awesome work, Nate. But be careful. You don't keep all your gains. You do keep some of them if you keep the training up and you keep your diet up. But as far as keeping all the muscle you've accumulated from the vitamins, you do not keep all of them. Any plans for another bodybuilding competition? I've never done a bodybuilding competition, nor do I have any plans to do any. Elgin Intensity asks, your best hiding spot from Jason. It's not hard to hide from Jason. Literally, his head is like glued to the phone. So I could literally run right behind Jason and hide there, and he would literally struggle looking for me. Do you plan on being a father someday? You seem so patient and loving. I cannot wait to be a father someday. I do want to have kids, you know, and a house and a family and all that good stuff. But right now, I know that it's not a good idea to have a family. One day, I do want that in my life though. Are you planning to adopt Jason? No, not at all. How does one become a natural drone operator like yourself? If you have a drone, I would say practice and practice and practice, and you're going to get better at it. But flying a drone is not a hard thing. You get used to it after a while, and you kind of get good with it. So I would just say if you have one, practice, and you'll definitely get good at it. So my battery died, but lucky I always carry 2 spares just in case that happens. So that's gonna wrap up today's Q&A. So I hope I answered your guys' questions, and I will try to keep these Q&As more frequent, if not once a week, every other week at least, just for the new subscribers that come to my channel. And I'll continue to just keep it on Instagram for now. Maybe I'll do a Snapchat later on when I have more of a following there. So thank you guys for watching. As always, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.